Michelle, your happiness word is gratitude. Tell us more about this.
Wow, there's so much abundance in the world in my perspective. I just gratitude, I mean, every single day I wake up and I can't believe the life I'm living. And it's not perfect, it's not glamorous, it's not whatever, but I have options. I have people, I have growth, I have opportunities for sharing my humanity with others and I'm meeting so many incredible people with this sense of gratitude for who's out there in the world. And some amazing people are coming towards me. It's just, I think, perspective, right? It's what you're putting out in the world. It opens the doors to what you're getting. And I've always been a glass half full person, and I've always been positive. And, I'm a problem solver. If I don't know how to solve a problem, I find root out people who know how to solve the problem and help me solve the problem. And I'm learning so much along the way in doing that. Just deep gratitude for all the ways in the world that supports me in my curiosity and my growth and learning. And I'm I've always been happy. I know how to be happy. It's like I know how to fix, to comfort, to maybe it is just comfort myself when I'm not happy. And that is a great, I don't get stuck in a spiral spin. I I've always said just keep moving. Just keep moving. And I'm so grateful for all the opportunities and places and people who I can move towards in that quest to continue to embrace happiness in the world. There's just so many gifts out there in the world. I just think there's a universe full of abundance, and I'm 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 not going to deny it coming to my way. Like, and we should not. You just open the door to abundance via the vehicle of gratitude, in all small things. I'm so grateful that I had hot water here today. I'm so grateful that I've got a big tube of toothpaste, that I'm starting the day with. I'm grateful that I can cook myself a meal, and just every bit of life has opportunities for gratitude. And when we, again, I think it's letting the universe know we're paying attention. We see you. I see you giving, and I'm receiving, and I'm grateful. The universe pays attention to that. So I think gratitude is the most, it's again a free thing. It's free because it's again perspective and tapping into a perspective of freedom and gratitude. Yeah.
I love it because it's the joy that we even have as children. You can try to crush our spirit, but we're not going to let you.
Right.
We're pulling
Right.
through. Yeah.
Right. I mean, my siblings and I, kid that, speaking of childhood, that we basically raised ourselves. My mom was like 27 when she had four kids under six, like, ah, I can't even imagine. So, we figured it out, and I have great gratitude that I had that experience of figuring it out when we were a kid. And I really enjoyed the experience I had. I'm getting just a little sidetracked with my mind is thinking about all the ways that we had a lot of fun when I was a kid and that we had some freedom. So I'm grateful for freedom. Yeah.
And it's interesting too, just talking about being grateful. Something simple back to the childhood thing is having a ball. You
Yeah.
know, it might not be the best ball, it might not be the newest ball, but it's your ball.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have that ball, then you'd be sad. But you're grateful that you have that ball in whatever shape it looks like, and you've got it. And it's just carrying
Yeah,
it on to other things. And it's so beautiful. You actually had a business called Maximum Joy.
I did.
Tell us about how you came up with the name and what was that business?
Oh man. Okay, so this was in the 80s, early 80s. Yes, I was going to college and I needed to work part-time, flexible hours and make full-time money. My degree's in landscape management and horticulture, and I was told I was a pretty good cleaner when I was a kid. And so I'm like, hey, I'll start a cleaning business. And so I did. And at the time, Sade's song, I think it's maybe Smooth Operator or something was on. And she has this line in there that's, whatever, maximum joy. And I'm like, that is fantastic. So I started a business called Maximum Joy Domestic Management, and I bought myself a vacuum cleaner and I made some business cards and I went to one networking meeting and I got like 6 clients at that networking meeting. And I was going to run that business for a couple of years because I graduated in a couple of years and in 2 years. And I loved this business. It was so much fun. I love my clients. I love the flexibility, the freedom. And I ended up running Maximum Joy for 10 years. My license plate is Maximum Joy as well. So I just think, so it's been with me a while. This is not something that I just picked up over the years. This is how I live my life. So.
That is so incredible. Your happiness and gratitude seem pretty innate. Do you have any driving forces that keep you up here?
That's a great question. It's not like I'm feeling like somebody's chasing me and I've gotta, you know, stay happy. You know, I really feel it's a force that is compelling me towards that which I don't know fully about my life. I know I was put here for a reason. And and I know discontent has a part in it, in that I'm a I believe in the creativity of the human spirit to solve problems for ourselves, for myself and others, that we're more capable of solving our problems. There's hope. There's just hope, and I'm compelled by hope in that way. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm moving towards my life with happiness and I, fulfillment. I just want to be, I truly want to be the best. I want to be the full expression of myself in my life. And I want the same for the people that I work with and I engage with in all aspects. Even my child, somebody I don't know, somebody I just meet. I just, I want fullness in life. And I think it's possible if you want it, you know, and no judgment about what full fulfillment looks like to you and fullness, but to whomever. But if you want it, let's go at it.
And if you can give advice to someone trying to reconnect with their own happiness and gratitude, what advice would you give?
I would say be still, be still. And oh, there's an amazing practice. I'll share this with you, but I'm not okay because I'm a little uncomfortable. So there's this practice of getting in touch with your needs. It's called the needs practice. And you put your hand on your belly, right over your navel. And this is where I'm uncomfortable because I don't like my belly button. You put your finger in your belly button. Okay. Close your eyes. You're laying down, you're resting, and maybe a hand on the heart. And you just ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need? over and over. And suddenly some things start to surface. Something will surface. Whatever that is a true connection of your original self. Like that is a true need for you. And pay attention to it and go towards that need and satisfy that need in any way you can. Small steps or giant leaps. But pay attention. So doing a needs practice, I would say, would be a great place to start to reconnect with you, with your soul. We get enough noise from the outside world, right? You taking some time to be in connection with your own soul and your own needs is where it all starts.
Michelle, if you could give the gift of health, wealth, or happiness, which would you give and why?
Ah, a powerful triad. I would give the gift of health. I think from that perspective, having health is like the core of the center of life. So much radiates from that, right? When we're in a space of health, starting with even if it's just emotional health, maybe our physical isn't so great, but we start with emotional health. We can build on that so beautifully and enjoy life at a deeper level when we have this amazing health. And so wherever you have it, you can always expand on health in and expand your life in the process. I choose health.
And now we have a question from our previous guest.
Who is someone that makes you feel seen and loved?
Wow, that's really amazing. I've got a healer. Her name is Shana, a wise woman. And she, yeah, I'm trying not to shed some tears because she really has been, has shown me myself in a way that I have to get her name because for some reason I've known her for 2 years. I cannot say her last name. Um, Sacrison, Shayna Sacrison. She's an incredible healer and an intuitive, and I've just felt so 100% seen and loved by that human being. And she surprised me. I didn't expect it. So um, we're just I'm changing my life because of how she allows me to see me and how she sees me, obviously, but how she allows me to see myself better. It's just I'm having an amazing experience with that friendship, so it's wonderful. Yeah, she's leading my wheel of life too. So yeah, she's a she's a dynamo.
Michelle, it has been so great meeting and talking to you today. I love you sharing your stories, your gratitude, your improvement, and all the things today, and your expansive mindset. Thank you for sharing today.
It was really a pleasure. I mean, what an opportunity to just talk about myself, and which I don't do very often. And I really appreciate your curiosity and your questions and just your person. I really appreciate the spirit and life you bring to the world. So thank you.
Thank you.